Welcome to Wonder X. In this video, we'll give you the top 10 things that you missed in Loki episode 5. And we know that you had a blast watching the show, but you may miss something important that were hidden in the plain sight. So before we go further, we issue a spoiler alert. Since we get into deeper details, so it is best advised to watch this after you've seen the episode. And now, without any delay, let's start. With number 10, Journey into Mystery. This episode is so packed with many references that even the title is Marvel comic reference. Journey into Mystery started as rather a run-of-the-mill anthology title, which started publishing in 1952, and it was before Marvel was Marvel. With Journey into Mystery issue number 83, the title switched to being all about the new superhero Thor. And fast forwarding to 2011, the Journey into Mystery became Kid Loki's comic, with issue number 622. So this is far from the first time that classic Loki and the Kid Loki have appeared in something that's titled Journey into Mystery. Number 9. Ecto Cooler. Well, Loki has too many discontinued beverages. We have seen Mobius, who is a fan of Josta Cola, and now we see the Kid Loki drinking the Ecto Cooler. The drink was so popular that it outlived the animated series it was originally created to promote. The beverage was discontinued in 2001, but it later came back for a few months in 2016. So, if you have ever drank one of them, then tell us about your experience in the comment section.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Owen Wilson drinking Josta, like that weird soda from like 1995? Like, how did that happen? I was like, I remember that from middle school, like from high school.
So in the writer's room, they were adding in lots of stuff that basically doesn't really exist anymore. So that's kind of a fun joke that we tried to continue.
And now moving forward to number 8, Alligator Loki Bites.
You're telling me that thing's a Loki too?
Oh, yes.
Alligator Loki bites into many hands callbacks. In just 2 episodes, Alligator Loki has managed to become one of the favorite variants. The reptile definitely cemented his popularity when he bites the hand of its presidential counterpart's hand. This hilarious scene could be a callback to the MCU's running trend of character losing hands, or the time when Loki pretended to injure one of his brother's arms in Thor: The Dark World.
Get at my feet!
And by the way, you should really keep your hand safe because it's not good to get your hand bitten, especially by an alligator. Number 7. USS Eldridge. Now you might have seen this big ship entering the void, and then all the life on the ship was taken away by Alioth. But what you did not notice is that this is the World War II era warship which served from 1943 to 1946. The story of this warship goes back in 1955, when a man claimed that he witnessed an experiment wherein the US Navy teleported the warship to another dimension. And none of this lines up with the actual documented history. Clearly, as the Eldridge never came close to Philadelphia, for one thing. And also, aliens and other dimensions in 1955? That doesn't add up.
Alioth is like any animal. He'll go after the big meal first. And while he's busy with that, we can sneak around the back and...
Hey, are you still watching? Well, if you are watching, then go ahead and smash that like button, as it really encourages us to make similar mind-blowing content for you every single week.
Okay. Maybe we, think a bit more about this, huh?
Number 6. Throg. While we were panning down through the void's layer of sediment, we see a number of artifacts, including Mjolnir and Oh My Thunder God Throg. This is Thor, but as a frog. And since he's a frog and a Thor, so it's a Throg. Makes sense? Never mind. He has all the powers of Thor once he touches Mjolnir. And this version of Thor debuted in the most beloved Thor stories during Walt Simon's iconic 1980s run. Loki turned Thor into a frog, and then Thor helped a bunch of Central Park frogs fight off an invading army of rats. And then we also noticed that the jar holding the Throg is labeled T365, because while Loki turned Thor into a frog in Thor issue 364, the amphibian didn't turn into a tiny green Thor until Thor issue 365. Well, did you notice this thing? Well, if you did, then go ahead and tell us in the comment section.